Hello guys, just a quick video on Payday 2. I thought we'd have a look at a mission that is very hard. There is actually one more harder difficulty after this one. But this will give you an idea of what's involved. It's actually becoming more enjoyable the more I actually play it. And that's because I'm starting to unlock more things or starting to get my head a little bit around the game. With this being on very hard, the cops they're good shots, put it that way. So the first part of this is we've just got to have a scout around, see where the security guards are, see where the cameras are, because of course it's different every time you play it, they're in different places. We also need to get the thermite drill, which is in the back of the bank, without alerting anybody. So you can see they're looking at me, they're thinking I'm a bit strange with my body vest on, obviously, the little blue question mark. If it goes to red, it means that basically we've been rustled and the heist is about to begin. So at this point we can walk around, no bother. I'm actually going to try and go around the back and get the thermite drill. Sometimes this door here, it's actually open and there's a security guard there, meaning you've got to go the other way around, or you can put your mask on and tell him to get to the ground if you do it quick enough, otherwise his radio thing calls in for backup due to him not answering. So it looks like we've already tripped it somehow, and the civilians actually called the cops. And this is where the heist actually begins. So I'll let this play through a little bit and I'll actually talk through some of the things. Get down, bitch! So now the first thing we need to do is we need to get that thermite drill onto the bank door. Take a few hostages as we wait for the cops to come in.
What I said, stay low.
Now at this point we're just waiting for this noob to come and actually drop the drill off. Once he's dropped it off, he's got to activate it and it'll actually start to drill through the vault. And from here on in, obviously we have to defend ourselves now from a wave of police, and that'll actually turn into SWAT as we start to kill some cops. Have a look quick through the video cameras here. As you see, there's a security guard in the building already. You can see the other characters in there starting to take some fire from outside. So let's start to get into the action now. I've actually got a silenced pistol, so probably not that much of use right now. It's time to bring out the old assault rifle. I'm just going to put down some of these mines to stop them once the SWAT starts to come in. Just a little bit of defense really, and you can upgrade all this sort of stuff and get new kit. I'm obviously only at rank 9, I think I am, so I've still got a long way to go. We've got a few hostages in case any of us go down and we can negotiate with them. So I'm just going to get these down. I'm starting to take fire already, and this is on very hard. You can see my body armor's already started. Well, it's gone already. There we go, body armor's back up. Yeah, and we'll start to get into some of the action now. This is actually a great spot up on the roof, but obviously you've got a bit of visibility, but so have they, so it's quite easy to die up in, and the fact that I'm not actually with the rest of my team can make it a little bit tricky. One of you really does need to stay near the drill, because the drill will stop a few times and you've got to restart it, but this is a good place to be to get a good view of everybody coming in. Now that guy down there is at Komodo. It's not the best place to be out on the street, to be honest with you, especially on very hard difficulty. He's just going to get annihilated, so you really do need to stick together in case the rest of your team, one of them goes down. Nobody's going to want to run out in the middle of the road and get killed, are they? So yeah, best to try and stay in the building if you can, because obviously the longer we hold off with this, we're waiting for the drill, the more chance the SWAT are going to come in, which makes it more difficult for everybody. So you really need to stick together. Now certain team members have, such as Lone Wolf, he's got a health pack that you can put on the ground and everybody else can heal themselves. Komodo-san looks like he's got a sentry, and Memphis has got like an EPM. You can put it down, it stops cameras and things like that working. Currently I have nothing because I've just put down my 3 trip mines. Now I'm actually going to reveal to you whether we actually finish this or not, and I know not everybody stays to the end of videos, but 2 of the team actually don't make it. they didn't stick together, and basically me and the other guy, we were greedy. We wanted the jewels, we wanted the money, and it was too much of a risk for us to go save them, because if we saved them, none of us would have got any money at all. So it's better that at least two of us got some actual money, rather than nobody getting any money or experience. Now what we have to find is, when we open the safe, is there is a stack of money that we have to put into money bags, and there are also these mini safes. Now you don't have to get the safes if you don't want to, the small ones, but obviously more money means more experience, more money, and so this is where the game ties in. Do you want to risk it as there are more and more cops and the difficulty gets harder and harder and harder, but you get more loot, or do you want to just get the mission done, get the experience and get some basic money? So this is where the game becomes quite interesting, and with 4 players with mics, the game definitely will be a lot more exciting. But in the meantime, I'm definitely enjoying this, and something that you should check out if you've got the Wonga and you want to play something that's co-op only, something a little bit different. Imagine Left 4 Dead, but with cops, money, upgrades. Yeah, it's a great game. So I think we'll skip it on a little bit to when we actually get the vault open and let you have a look and see what's inside. So here we are opening the locks, and you can see it takes a long time to unlock these. I'm sure there are skills that are part of the skill tree that enable you to pick these locks a lot quicker, but unfortunately, I mean, in this room alone there must be, what, 150 of these locks? Obviously you can stay and open as many as you want. Some of them are empty, some of them got jewels in, some have got money in. This is entirely up to you. This is your decision on whether you want to stay, and you know, more and more cops, it's going to get harder. So it's an interesting part of the game actually. Once we've actually got the money bags, you'll notice that you run really slowly. Again, because you're carrying a massive bag of money. Harder to shoot, harder to run. Yeah, so now we've got to pick up these bags. You can drop them at any time to give yourself some more movement. We've got to get these now to the truck. So my plan here was that I was going to get towards the truck, drop my bag of money off into the bag, and I was going to stay near the actual truck and just basically be like a courier, picking these bags up and putting them in the truck. But unfortunately things don't quite turn out like that, and well, as you shall see.
Okay, we can leave now, but try and take it all if you can. Chase is down!
Unfortunately, I didn't have any rifle ammo, so there was absolutely no way that we could actually save the other two. Unfortunately, that's crime for you, yeah? We're just going to take the money and run.
I almost can't believe
Nothing
we
else
did
we
it.
could do, unfortunately. We didn't have any hostages in order to be able to free them, and at that point, they're very unlikely going to give us it one anyway, as we were actually left the bank with the money. So that's been Payday 2. Enjoyable. I'm actually enjoying it more the more I've started to play it. At first I was a little bit meh. But yeah, if you look at my other previous video, you'll see that this should be a good game. Hopefully they'll polish a few little things for the release, which is in 2.5 weeks. But for now, this has been the beta on PC on max uber schnuber settings. My name's Para. Hey up, lad! Time for a cup of tea. I'll see you in the next heist. Ya fuckers.